video I'm extremely excited about sharing because I'm reviewing a foundation that I have been using for a couple of weeks now, and I'm just really excited about it. The product I'm going to be talking about today is by a company called Sappho, and Sappho is an organic Canadian company. So I'm going to just read to you what the Sappho description on their website is, and it says, Sappho has developed an eco-luxurious foundation made of the purest of natural minerals, suspended in base of certified organic aloe juice and certified organic jojoba oil. Preserved with a system of essential oils, these vegan foundations provide flawless coverage without a heavy look or feel. I will definitely list all the ingredients down below in the description bar if you're interested. But basically, it's full of a lot of minerals and oils that are organic and healthy and wonderful for you. You get 30 mils with each bottle. And on their website, you can request to have a pump with your foundation, which is really nice. So this is what the foundation looks like. I got the lightest color, which is called Mia. All of the colors are listed as ladies' names, and mine is Mia. A little afternoon coffee never hurt anybody. Upon my research, I discovered that the woman who developed this makeup line is a professional makeup artist, and one of her all-time favorite makeup to use on clients was the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. If you're no stranger to my videos, you know that I love to search out products that are of good quality and that don't contain a lot of harmful chemicals. Not to say that I'm not opposed to using some of that bad junk, because I love makeup and I'm just not someone who's only going to use organic stuff. That's just not realistic for me. But if I can find a product that I really like, that's good for me. Let's use that. I have used a ton of organic, natural foundations. I'm more of a liquid foundation kind of gal as opposed to a mineral foundation typically. I like to switch it up sometimes. The few liquid or cream foundations that I have used that were organic have just not really done the trick for me. I haven't really been feeling the way they don't really blend into the skin very well. The color selection's really difficult if you are fair skinned. The last natural foundation that I used was a Lavera product as well as their coinciding concealer. And I just really wanted to love it and I didn't, so I gave it to my sister because I thought maybe she would like it. And it was too dark for me and I got the lightest color and whatever. So when I saw this Sappho foundation kind of making the rounds in my research of finding a really good natural liquid foundation, I was really excited to see all the reviews. This product is pretty pricey. It's like $52 and it's 30 mils. So you don't have the budget to spend $52 on a foundation. Don't worry about it. Use your true match. You use what you want to use. But if you do have the budget and you are trying to find something that's a bit healthier for your skin and doesn't contain a lot of nasty chemicals, this is your homegirl. First thing the directions say is to shake well. Place a dot of foundation on the forehead, cheeks, and chin and blend outward with fingers, foundation brush, or sponge. Finish with a dusting of silky setting powder. Before I go into the demo of applying this foundation, I will say that typically I don't have a need to set my foundation. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, just depends. With this foundation, I have to set it. I don't know why, I don't really know what the deal is with that, but I do find that I have to set it. I don't have any organic or natural setting powder, so I will be using some more conventional products to set my foundation today. To stay in the theme of new natural products that I am trying out and liking, I am going to also be using the Pacifica Natural Minerals Rose Gold Brightening Primer Serum. And this is a product only available in Target stores. I'm really surprisingly loving this. It is a primer, obviously. It's supposed to help blur pores, even texture, give a nice base to your skin, as primers do. But it's a serum and not a cream or a mousse or a balm or like a whatever. It's a serum. So it's very, very slippy, very liquidy. Okay, so starting out with our serum, I'm just going to do the smallest little pump, and it is very liquidy, and I'm just going to start that in the center of my face. My hands are clean, my face is clean. I say center of my face, I really mean the T-zone area. And we're just gonna kind of emulsify that out into the rest of our face. It's really weird that this is a primer, but it is a serum. If you are oily and you have tried this Pacifica Serum Brightening Primer, definitely leave a comment down below in the comments and let me know how it's worked for you, if you liked it or didn't. It doesn't feel like it would be something that oily gals can use, but who knows? So we're gonna start off by shaking our Sappho foundation. And one thing I will say, just as a disclaimer, I have noticed over the past 2 weeks that I have been using this foundation that it does oxidize slightly. Now I have the lightest shade, which is called Mia, and the next one, the darker one after that, I don't remember the name, but that's the one I was originally gonna go for, but they were sold out. So I ended up just getting the lightest color because I thought, you know, whatever. I'm usually white as a ghost. It doesn't oxidize to a point where you're like, oh, woo, okay. But it does oxidize some. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. So I'm gonna do a couple of pumps. I absolutely adore the way this foundation smells. It smells a lot like lavender, rose, I can smell aloe. It just has a really fresh, medicinal, in a good way scent. So I'm gonna be using my Sephora Pro Flawless Blending Brush number 56 that I've been using a lot lately. I'm just going to start applying that to my face. So typically I enjoy pushing foundation into my skin, but what I find with this foundation is using a very delicate hand and blending it in, for whatever reason, works best with it. Oh, it smells so good. A lot of reviews that I have read say that they feel like this is a pretty medium to full coverage foundation. Since I have a lot of freckles, the term full coverage usually means something a little bit different than most of the general public that don't suffer or are fortunate enough to have freckles. I find that this foundation leans more towards a light coverage built up to a medium, which is fine. I don't mind seeing my freckles through my foundation. I really don't. Especially in the summertime, it's just kind of fun and cute to be able to see your skin look like skin. It definitely has a different blending property than most general makeups. I don't really know how to describe it, and I know it has a lot to do just with the ingredient list. One thing I have also been enjoying about this foundation is, for whatever reason, I haven't been rocking a whole lot of under eye concealers with wearing this. I feel like this balances out my tone enough and evens everything out that I feel a little bit more human having slight darkness under my eyes, but not needing that brightening triangle thing. I mean, it's fun sometimes, but I've just been rocking the foundation and not concealing the eyes and just concealing zits and things like that I need to. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for just a minute, and then I'm gonna go in and apply a second layer of foundation in some of the areas that I need just a smidge more coverage. Foundation that you do have to kind of give it time to set and get used to being on your face. It's not something you can really just slap on and then, you know, instantly powder and instantly start bronzing your face. I don't know why I was doing that. So it is something that you do need to kind of let set. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal today, and I'm going to be going in with my favorite concealer. This is a concealer that I don't have to set. If you have dry skin, I feel like this stays moist and supple underneath your eyes, and I just love it. This would be a perfect concealer if you have mature skin, dry or mature skin, and it is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. Last time I was home, me and my mom went to Sephora, and we were just playing around with some Tarte stuff. She was needing some new foundation and some new concealers and some new blushes, and we hooked a girl up. We used this on her eyes, and typically she suffers from, you know, like any woman in her 50s would suffer from, is just creasing under your eyes. I'm in my 30s and I suffer from that. So it is a normal thing to suffer from. And this made her under eyes look so good. She looked years younger just in the fact that this kept her under eyes moist and supple, and it was just beautiful. And it's true, it's creaseless concealer. I have the very, very, very light color in Fair. I mean, it is light, so it would be too light to conceal any of my breakouts, but I can do a little bit of highlighting under my eye. I'm really doing this just because I want to do a full look with this foundation so you can see how it looks with everything. But normally this past few weeks I've just been rocking the foundation and no concealer. So I'm doing just a little dot on my hand of the creaseless concealer. And I'm going to put just a smidgy dot of the Sappho foundation. And I'm going to just mix that up together just to kind of deepen the Tarte concealer a bit. My champagne pop should be here in about a day. Homegirl is excited. So next we're going to set our foundation on specific areas. So I'm going to do some strategic foundation setting. I'm going to take my Morphe M501 brush and my Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Light Plus by MAC. So I'm going to be focusing on my cheeky area and on my nose, my chin, and then over here. I want to keep my under eyes unset because this creaseless concealer is legit. It doesn't crease and I don't need to set it. And I like my under eyes to look a little bit more dewy because I do have dry skin. Of my makeup, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts about the Sappho foundation as well as the Pacifica Brightening Face Serum Primer. Alright guys, so this is my finished look today. If you want to see a tutorial on how I got this makeup, absolutely let me know. I'd be happy to do it for you. My final thoughts on the Sappho foundation is that if you are looking for a more natural alternative to traditional foundations, definitely give this a try. I do know that you can get samples. I think they cost about $5 a piece. I'm not 100% sure on that, don't quote me on it. But on the website, if you're not sure what color you are, they definitely will send you some samples so you can kind of color match and see how it wears on your skin. The benefits that you reap from the ingredients in this foundation are completely worth the price tag. I don't know what else really to say about this foundation except I love it. I've used it every single day and will continue to use this as my main foundation for as long as my skin is accepting it and likes it. As far as the Rose Gold Brightening Serum Primer by Pacifica, again, I think this is a really great product. I believe this is around $15. Yeah, I just really enjoy it. I don't always use the primer with the foundation, but I thought I'd kind of use it today just to give you guys more than just one review on a product. I will say again, I don't know if this serum would be good for those of you that are oily, but let me know if you've tried it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's amazing for oily skin. My family's texting me a lot. It is hot today. My neighbors are arguing inside their kiddie pool. No lie. I would show you, but that would be an invasion of their privacy. But I'm on my second floor of my home and I can see into their backyard, and there are two adults sitting in a baby pool, drinking and arguing. Weird. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and I would love for you to subscribe. I said it. I want you to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!